Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got another Power Rangers review for you, and it is the Legacy Communicator from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Super excited about it. Because it is Mighty Morphin related, I figured I'd have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, the upcoming movie poster right here. I have it framed. I don't know if I'm gonna hang it up or anywhere, but I thought I'd at least put it in a frame, and it looks cool. So it's just gonna be in the backdrop, just chilling there. Anyways, this is from the original show, not the movie. So this is the Legacy Communicator right here that, of course, all the Power Rangers had on their wrists, and it would go the do, right? We all know and love. And then they'd answer and be like, yes, Zordon, what's up? And they teleport with it and all that cool stuff. It's here, finally released. I was hoping they would make this one day, and they did. So I'm really excited about it. So I want to do a little unboxing video. With any of the Legacy items, I like to do an unboxing and see them for the first time, because the Legacy items are super cool. They're really a true collector's line. These are ages 15 plus, as it says, because it's geared towards the adult fans, the adult collectors, which is super awesome. So real quick, I want to show you guys the packaging, because this is different for a Legacy item, and it's really cool. So here's the box right here. The same, green theme and the, similar font and all that kind of stuff. Legacy Communicator, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo, ages 15 plus. The top of the box says Legacy Communicator. And you have the 5 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers right there. There it is, and the lightning bolt cutout. I think this looks really cool, really great packaging. It does have die-cast metal, so it's premium die-cast, and show accurate, so it does have some sounds and stuff as well. Really cool, and the side shows you this. So this Legacy Communicator comes with the little pieces to change the colors. So where these little bands are red, you can swap them and make them yellow, blue, pink, black, any of the 5 main Rangers, which is really cool. And the other side of the box says the same thing. The back of the box also says the same thing right there. You can kind of see the pieces for it as well, which is really, really cool. So I dig it. Now, they also have a version that is for the green and white Rangers. So it's a Tommy version, basically same packaging, except it has a green and white Rangers, and obviously it's for Tommy. I will do a review of that once I get it. I did order it from toysrus.com. Has not arrived yet as of the recording of this video, but that will be coming up soon as well. Anyways, here it is. So let's just get right to it. Super excited about it. So there's 2 little pieces of tape on the side, and then it looks like it just kind of slides open like this. Dun da da da. Ooh. So I like the little lightning bolt cutout right there. You can really see it, so that looks cool. I dig it. So yeah, there's that. And then inside you have the communicator. Take off a little plastic piece. So on the sides here, I'll take these out. You have the little pieces to the bands. So here's the black one right here. These little pieces. And in my full review later in this video, you'll see how they're used. I'll take out all the little pieces right here. You have the Blue Ranger pieces right here. The Pink Ranger. And of course, the Yellow Ranger. So that's cool. And now, the main event here. Ooh, this thing is, here it is, the Legacy Communicator. This kind of fell out, so let me see if I can just pop this back in. Maybe. Am I doing it right? Hold on one second. I just want to make sure I can put this back in. There we go. Okay. So here it is. Legacy Communicator right here in the flesh. I'll show it to you up close in a second. It looks really cool. Yeah, interesting. So I can tell that pieces of this are die-cast metal, but it's not too heavy. It's got a good weight to it, I think. It's got a good weight to it. There's a little set button right here. Pretty cool. So there's a little tab on the back as well. Let me take this out. Oh, maybe I have to unscrew it. I have to unscrew it and then take the tab out for the battery. Okay, I'll do that. Let me see if this, how well this fits on the wrist. Got to take off the Apple Watch. Would be cool if they somehow made this band compatible with the Apple Watch. Maybe there is an adapter that I can get for that. That'd be cool. I just want to see how this looks real quick. And I'll put it on my wrist and stuff later and see. I think this is going to be a bit big, and you can get this adjusted, so I'm not too concerned about that. But just to give you an idea, kind of, I'm holding it from the back. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Definitely, definitely pretty neat. So, cool. All right, so I'm gonna play around with this and kind of see how it is and get a feel for it. And then let's kind of take a detailed look at the Legacy Communicator and all of its functionality. So let's check it out. All right, I got the Legacy Communicator out of the packaging. Here it is right here. So let's just kind of move that to the side and focus on the actual item right here. So this is the Legacy Communicator. Pretty cool, definitely. It's a little bulkier than I was expecting it to be. It's definitely pretty thick right here in the center. I guess that's to fit in all the electronics, I suppose. But overall, I think it looks pretty nice. So just kind of to take a little look at the actual device. So you have the main centerpiece right here, and this is where the speakers are. So you can hear the sound. That sound right there, which is basically after you haven't done anything for a while, it plays that sound. Because there is no real on-off switch. It just, it'll die out. It'll play that sound once or twice, and then I guess it's off, kind of. But yeah. So there's this little dial here, but it doesn't do anything. So it does turn, but nothing happens. Unless it's for volume. I actually didn't even try that. I just thought about that. Let me see. Nope, not for volume at all. Hold on. Anyways, I'll explain all the sounds in a second. Sorry, I keep pushing the button. Here's the back right here, which is where the battery is. You just have to unscrew it, and it's the circular battery that, you know, other devices like this have. So there's that. Here's the, you know, the clamps and everything, the sides right there. Pretty simple. This is the set button right here, so you push it for the sounds, and I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, here it is. So you have these little plastic pieces right here. So before I get to the sounds, I want to show you the way that these work. So if you wanted to swap the colors, so you can just push in from here, and it'll pop out like so. Okay, so I'll do the same right here. And this may be a little bit hard to see, but I'll see if I can kind of show it. If you look really closely, there's a little diamond right there, right? So when you have the little plastic pieces, one of them on the front here will have, and this, because it's red, it may be hard to see, but I'll try and show you. There, the diamond is right there. You really can't see it, but there's a little diamond there, trust me. So the idea is you have to take it and you line it up, and that's how you know which is which. So it would go in just like that. The other one has a triangle on it, and there's a little triangle here. So that's how you know which side fits. I guess they're slightly different, as you can see, because this one has a little tip to it right there. So to know where it goes, that's how you can position it. So with that being said, let's put on the black ones here. So this is the diamond. So the diamond is at the top, so it goes in like this. Or you could also think of it as a little tab right here. It goes at the top of facing down, kind of, because it slides over this little plate right here. So I'll put that in. Some of them kind of click. This one just sort of sits in place. It doesn't really click in, but at the same time, you shake it, it's not really coming out. So I guess, they designed it in such a way that it, even if it doesn't click in, it still kind of fits in nicely, and it doesn't really slide out that easily, so that's good. This one can be a little hard sometimes to get in, so you have to push it a little. Sorry, I keep pushing the button. Okay, Zordon, not right now. I'm busy. There we go. I kind of wish there was an off button, to be honest, for situations like that. And I kind of wish, they use this as an off button, because it turns, it does something, so make it, have some functionality there. But anyways, here is the how it looks with the Black Ranger right here. Oh, it just popped out. So, some of them kind of sit in easily, some don't. You just kind of have to play with it a little bit. Let me push this one in. Okay, so this one kind of clicked into place, so hopefully, nope. Yeah, so that's, one little downside with some of these. There we go. Now it kind of fits. You just have to play with it a little bit to make sure that it sits in. Now, generally speaking, I don't think you're really going to be changing these around too much. I'm sure you'll pick one color and probably use that more often, unless you're one of those people that bought 5 different power morphers to display it with the 5 different power coins, which is what I did. So maybe you have 5 communicators to display it 5 different ways. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Unless I change my mind. I don't know. We'll see. But you get the idea. Anyways, so there's the Black Ranger. Let's just swap them out. So I'll show you kind of all the different color combinations here. Take that one out. You just kind of have to push it through. Okay. I'll take the Blue Ranger here. This is the Diamond. So that's at the top here. Okay. Fits in. Triangle here. It is pretty decently loud, like the speakers, as you can kind of tell probably from the random sounds I keep pushing. So the speaker is pretty loud, but you really have to kind of get it in a little bit. There we go. I think it kind of clicked in. Yep. So here's the Blue Ranger right here. And I think they look really cool, actually, with all the different colors, to be honest. I kind of dig that. I think it looks really nice. And now I'm almost, as I'm talking through this, I'm almost debating buying more of these just to have on display, but I'll try and stop myself. But anyway, so there's how it looks with the Blue Ranger, so that's pretty cool. Let me try and pop that out. Yeah. Come on now. There we go. All right, now we have the Yellow Ranger. So this is Diamond right here. Okay. Triangle down here. Okay, there we go. All right, Zordon, enough of your urgency. I'm busy. Here's the yellow, and that looks pretty cool. Slightly different shade of yellow than the set button, but still looks pretty neat. So, you know, again, you can have whichever one on your hand and display accordingly. So, pretty cool. I like that they included all the different bands so that you can really get whatever color Ranger you want. Try and push this through. It is a little hard sometimes to push them through, which I'm kind of glad about because, like, if it was really easy, I'd be afraid that they would be falling out more frequently. Like this one in particular is, let me see if I can push it through. I don't want to break anything either. There we go. Okay. All right, enough beeping at me. Here's the Diamond for the Pink Ranger. I keep forgetting that that one has the tab on it, so I don't even need to look for the Diamond. I know, you know, which way it needs to go. And that one clicks into place. Okay. There it is for the Pink Ranger. So it looks really cool. I like the bright, vibrant colors that they use for each of these. It definitely makes them all look really nice. So I dig that. Okay. Oh man. Okay. And let's switch it back to red. Okay. Now that you've seen how they all look, here it is right here. So, I'm going to go through the sounds, and then I'll try and wear it and show you kind of how you set all that up. So, you have the set button, and what you can do is you press it once, and you have the communicator beep that we all know. And it's got lights and stuff, which is really cool. You press it a second time, and you get a random phrase. Most of them from Zordon, but there's one from Alpha. So there it is. And I think that one really is weird because instead of saying ay 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 ay, it's like ay 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 ya, and it's like it's almost like, you know how if you're like playing something and playing a song and it like glitches all of a sudden and it goes like eh, or something, like it just makes a weird sound. And it's almost like how it was. It's like ay 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 yeah, like the thing just got stuck and that's how it ended. So I really am not a fan of that sound. I think it's really weird. I don't know. But anyways, then the third sound is usually the teleportation sound, although every now and then you'll get the like failed to teleport sound. So that's the correct teleportation sound, of course. So it's in that order. So right, so now we're back to the beginning, so it's gonna play the communicator beep. Random phrase.
Power Rangers, I need you at the command center immediately.
And then the teleportation. Repeat again.
Morph to the command center. It's urgent. We have a desperate situation, Power Rangers. Teleport to the command center immediately. Congratulations, Power Rangers, on a job well done. Congratulations, Power Rangers, I need you at the command center.
Trying to get through all the unique phrases. I think that's all of them. But I want to get through one other sound.
Power Rangers.
So instead of the teleportation, there's one where the teleportation fails. I want to get to that sound.
Morph to the command center. It's urgent. Teleport to the command center immediately.
You hear that? Yeah. That's so weird.
Power. Teleport to. Morph to.
There we go, finally. So every now and then, instead of playing the teleport sound, it plays that sound where the teleportation kind of fails. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in the sounds for a couple of reasons. One, well, also I like, you know, some of the sounds. Obviously the classic communicator beep, but also I want to make a point about something. Hold on.
Teleport to the command center immediately.
That voice of Zordon, I think it's the actual, you know, voice actor that was Zordon, the actual actor, but it still sounds a little off. It sounds like he kind of forgot how to sound like Zordon a little bit and tried to remember based on his memory a little. But so it sounds a little off. I like some of the phrases and stuff. My biggest gripe is that it's random. Or at least, like, I can't control, if I only want the communicator beep to play, I have to cycle through it each time. So if I want the communicator beep, it's like, there we go. And if I want it again, I have to go to like skip the Zordon phrase or the phrase and then the teleportation sound, you know? So I wish I could have more control over what sounds it played. Like maybe turn this into a little dial where, or some other button where you push the button and now every time you push it, it's the communicator beep, or push another button and every time you do it, it's a phrase or something, you know what I mean? Like more control over it, I think would be really cool. So that's kind of one gripe with this thing that I have. Now, let's put this on and I'll kind of try and show you what it's supposed to be. This thing is pretty big for me, so I do have to get it adjusted. So you can take it to any jeweler and they can adjust the bands for you. So it's kind of a standard watch band right here, so that's cool. And it does say down here, I don't know if you can read that on the camera or not, but it says stainless steel. So it is stainless steel. Anyways. So let's try and put this on. So I'll lay it down flat. Oh, and that's the sound again that makes if you don't push any buttons for a while. So the way that this works is there's this little clip right here. And this clip opens up and you have to take this and slide it over that clip like so. And then you just close it like that. So I'm going to tighten it now. Ta-da, that's how you do it. So it's not too difficult, but then again, I also have a lot of space because it is pretty big. So I bet if it was tighter, it would be a little harder to do. So, you know, you can take it to a jeweler and adjust it. So I might do that. So that's what it looks like for me normally. So in order to get it to fit, I have to put it like all the way up my wrist right here. But, you know, I think it looks kind of cool. It is big and bulky a little bit, but It's fun though, you know, it's cool to have this and like pretend like you're, you know, teleporting, or I don't know, like it's just a neat little thing to have. I'm going to take this off because it keeps sliding around. So to take it off, you just kind of have to get in there and open up the clip. There you go. And then open it up like so. Okay. So that is the Legacy Communicator. It's okay. You know, I think it's still worth purchasing at least. Because as a display piece, I think it looks pretty cool. It is a little bulky, you know, but on display, like if you could get like a little watch stand or something and just have it sitting there like that, that'd be really cool. And in fact, I kind of like the idea. I'm thinking of like getting like a little stand or something. Well, I don't know if I'm thinking of getting it. I'm just imagining in my head 5 communicators with all the different colors and like little stands. So it's like you have them on the desk, like just sitting like this, 5 of them like that. Like that would be a really sick looking display. So for display purposes, I think it looks great. For play purposes, it has its issues. The sounds I wish you had more control over, and some of the sounds are a little odd. You know, and it is a little, you know, thick for my liking. Like it just looks a little odd to be wearing it and stuff. I don't think I would ever really wear this anywhere though, so I'm not too concerned about it. But in case you want to cosplay with it or something, just keep that in mind. But yeah, so overall, it's okay. I have some gripes with it, you know, as I mentioned, but overall, I think it looks nice, and it definitely, you know, is a great addition to the Legacy collection. So I'm glad that we finally got a Legacy Communicator. Yeah, so definitely check it out, guys, at your local, you know, Toys R Us or Amazon, wherever you get your Legacy items. You should be seeing the Legacy Communicator in stores pretty soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later. Don't forget, guys, I do have a review of the Legacy Communicator for Tommy coming up pretty soon as well, for the green and white Ranger. I believe it's the same thing, but obviously you have the green and white band and then a couple different sounds. So that'll be really interesting to kind of see the different sounds that they incorporate in that as well. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because I have lots more reviews on the way. More Legacy items, Dino Supercharge, a whole bunch of stuff, which I'm really excited about. So definitely check that out. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Legacy Communicator and if you plan on purchasing it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.